Welcome to the BFA Academy International audio blog. I am here in Israel. That's right. This is the second time where I get a chance to talk to you from the land of Israel. I'm in Jerusalem, and I have to tell you, there's some amazing things going on. In fact, I had an international incident I'm going to talk about. I don't know if you've heard about this or not. Maybe you're not on Facebook. Maybe you are on Facebook. But I had an international incident in my class. I'm here at Hebrew University in a language course, and there are people from around the world that I am actually studying with. It's really a pretty amazing thing. But anyway, those of you that have not heard us before, this is the BFAinternational.com audio blog where I, Keith Johnson, get a chance to talk unedited, unplugged, and I'm telling you, I get to say just about whatever I want. I do have my special producer, the Keymaker, who's here. He's with me. He's on Skype right now. We get a chance to talk as I'm sharing some information. This is not going to be a long one because this weekend there's some amazing things, some big things that are happening. And the truth of the matter is, I don't have time. I've got a test tomorrow. I had one yesterday, but I had an international incident. Got to talk to you about this right now. So I'm in my class with a group of students. And of course, I mentioned before, I'm in a class where they speak only Hebrew. I'm trying to learn the language in a way that not just being able to speak it, but to understand how it works, which is what I love about this whole BFA thing. What we want to do is give people the information, not so that they can say, well, this is what they say, but rather get the information so they can understand it for themselves. So I'm in this class we're with the folks around the world, and they got us sitting in these little hard chairs, like these little desks. I don't know if you've ever seen them, Keymaker. You got like a little thing you write on and these little hard chairs. So I'm on these hard chairs, and after about 3 or 4 days, I'm thinking to myself, are you kidding me? Here I am at Hebrew University learning this language about 7 hours a day, and then you got to go do all this other stuff, and I'm sitting on this hard chair. So I basically found out that there were some other people from some other countries that were also uncomfortable. So what I did is I pulled together friends from France and from Italy and from Belgium, and we decided together we were going to approach the administration about this. And of course, they made me the lead negotiator. Why? Because I could probably speak a little bit more comfortably than some of the other folks. So I was the lead negotiator, went to the administration and said, listen, we need to have tables and chairs. And they went on to explain why they couldn't do it. And we're speaking back and forth in Hebrew. And then we went to the teacher and told the teacher, we've got to have these tables and chairs. And so finally, they agreed. They said, you can get the tables and the chairs. And so about, 4 of us brought the tables and the chairs down. We're sitting at the tables and chairs, had a great class. The next morning, they took my table and my chairs. Now, this is a crisis. I mean, they gave and then they took back. And so now I'm in the midst of pretty serious negotiations about this. You all think about us as I'm dealing with this issue. And why I say this is because, over in Israel, there's a lot of give and take. You get something, you take something. And I guess this must just be the way it is. They gave me something, then they took something. Now I got to get it back. And really the issue is, how far am I willing to go to get a soft chair to be able to finish this class over the next, 50 hours or whatever. In the meantime, I've got a big announcement. If you did not know, right now, this audio blog, the Keymaker just let me know, this audio blog is on iTunes. Are you kidding me? Keymaker, I don't know how you did this. They have this actually on iTunes. So they can go to iTunes and explain it. I mean, how does this work? I mean, okay, so here's what you do. You subscribe to the podcast on iTunes. Then what happens? I mean, Keymaker, on your iPhone, your iPod, wherever, the podcast app, you go there, iTunes. This is really big. It's kind of cool. I mean, on iTunes, I can't believe it. We're on iTunes. Anyway, that's a big deal. All you do is search Biblical Foundations Academy, and you'll find on iTunes the audio blog. I can't believe it. Unedited, unplugged. It's amazing. Anyway, not going to spend a lot of time, but I will tell you something. This weekend is it. This weekend is the 5th episode of the Now is the Time mini-series, and we're doing something that I'm really excited about. No registration, no premium content, no have to put in any emails, no have to put in any passwords. We're making the 5th episode available to everyone. This is the free for all weekend. I'm telling you, when you see this, you got to do one thing. You got to share it, and you got to share it with the next person, and you got to share it with the next person. And I'm so convinced that people are going to be moved by this. That's why I'm saying to the Keymakers, our video folks, we're saying, listen, this weekend's different than any other weekend. We're making it available for the weekend. When you're listening to this right now, all you have to do is go to bfainternational.com. You'll see right on the front page, you're going to see a banner. Now is the time. You just click the button. You're right there. You get to watch it. And of course, you'll get a chance to share that also with friends. Now, here's the deal. We might have some questions from last week. I hope we don't have too many because I really don't have time. Right now, if you're listening to this, I just finished a major test, the second test of the week at Hebrew University. They're really putting it to me, but I cannot stop what I'm doing on our international strategic plan with the BFA. There's some things going on right now that I want to tell you folks right now that are listening to this blog, this audio blog. Right now, you can do something. We are now at a place where just right now, you can see the promos for 2 other Time Will Tell series. I call them Time Will Tell series because it started with Time Will Tell and everything else we're doing is kind of a branch. Now is the time is sort of like a follow-up from Time Will Tell. Well, the thing that we have right now, I'm not even talk a lot about it. All I want you to do is this. You're listening. Go to the front page of bfainternational.com and you're going to see the word project. And I know the Keymaker is going to get so mad at me when I do this because it's supposed to be changed. But everything I talk about is projects. And you push projects and you go there and you're going to see 2 series that we're working on right now. You get to watch the promo. One of them is done. Keymaker, am I right? One of them is actually done. And hopefully the second one, meaning the promo. I'm not talking about the project, just the promo. And the other one, the promo hopefully will be done. You get a chance to see it. And here's what you're going to get a chance to do. To prayerfully consider to be like those people who helped us with the first 2 series. We call them producers. And what the producers did is they came alongside. They provided the resources for us as we did it. And those resources helped us to get it edited. Now what we're doing is we're taking the next step and putting it on television. I can make the announcement right now that we are definitely going to be going on an international network with Time Will Tell. They're working with us right now on some of the details of it. But as we're working through those details, we are going to be ready to put this on television probably in the next 4 weeks or so. And it'll be going to over 140 countries. The other 2 projects, same kind of thing. I'm not going to push it. I'm not selling this, Keymaker. I'm not going to push it too much. But what I want you to do is to go and look at those 2 projects. One of them has to do with the 7th month, which I'm going here doing some research about that now. And the other one has to do with ancient time from the land of China. So, both of those are going to be, folks are going to enjoy them. So I want you to go to the projects page. You're going to see them, look at them, prayerfully consider supporting us at any level. But if those of you that are able, if you're willing to be a producer, you can actually go to nowisthetime.tv and you'll see exactly how it works for producers, the kinds of things that we do there and the kinds of things that people have done to help us get this thing going. Now, do we have any questions, Keymaker? Because I don't have a lot of time here. We've got to keep plugging. Anything. Is there anything anyone wants to ask us? Oh, we've got some comments. Okay. Let's see the comments. Okay, hold on here, folks. We're going to take a look at the comments. I don't see them. Let's see if they're here. Okay. Okay, there we go. Here we go. We have one from Kathleen. She says, she actually talks to both me and my wife, Andrea. She says, Keith and Andrea, thank you so much for taking the time and making the effort to bring to light these revelations. As Keith so many times indicates, this is not coincidence. Man will either serve God or his enemy. God has led us in this direction to see and hear the truth revealed. It's staggering how subtle the deception is. The church needs to wake up soon. May Yehovah God continue to bless your time and talents in this endeavor. Thank you again, Kathleen. Thank you so much for your willingness to actually take the time to write. And that's, hold on here. That's Jeff and Kathleen. Oh, thank you. Both of them. Also, it was a blessing to have Andrea help me in the last episode. She was my special assistant. I miss her. She's over the United States with my 2 boys. They're at the house watching everything with her. And I'm over here doing what I have to do. And actually, I bless her because it was her idea for me to come and do this. So what a blessing. Anyone else? Michael. This series has been a pure gem, a treasure, and a huge win. I hope this gets to any and all outlets so that the world can hear the truth behind the lies that we've all been told 4 years. Michael, thank you so much. We have Joanne here. My son and I just finished watching this, and we very much enjoyed it. Very enlightening. Hey, folks, I appreciate the comments. I appreciate the questions. I appreciate everything that you've done. Let me just say this. You got to put on your seatbelts for the 5th episode. I have to tell you, even I was there with the camera, but even when I watched the 5th episode just a day ago, it still has got me a little bit shaken up a bit, and in a good way, because I think there are some things happening in our country. There's some things happening just below the surface that we as the people of God have to be concerned about. I love to be able to have the information and then to respond from there. And I think it's time for the people of God to stand up. I've heard some things. Now, I just want to say this right now. I got on an airplane a week ago. As of right now, as if you're listening to this audio blog right now, I have no idea who's in the Super Bowl. I don't know which team won. I don't know which teams are playing. And can I be completely honest with you? I really don't care. And the reason I don't care is that what I'm doing in comparison to the game of football is just no comparison. I'm in my own playoffs and Super Bowl over here at the Hebrew University, trying to understand the language that God has given in the language of the land. And so for me, I don't know, but I've heard, and Keymaker, can you confirm this for me? I have heard that they're going to do some radical thing at the halftime show of the Super Bowl. Have you heard anything about this, Keymaker? Anything at all? There is a rumor going on, and I don't know if it's going to happen. I won't be able to watch it. You all will watch it, but I will tell you one thing. If in fact the rumor that I heard is true, I will be responding to it. And here's what my concern is. Right now, the people of God seem to be kind of bit on their heels, where the world is saying, hey, we're going to do whatever we want, whenever we want, however we want, and no one's going to say anything about it. Well, here at BFA, we're going to say something about it. We have said things about it. We're saying things about it, and we're going to say things about it, and we're going to prepare the remnant. I'm sorry for getting too excited here. We're going to prepare the remnant so that they will have a response. I believe that we're to be light and salt, according to what I've always heard, in the world. We're not supposed to be the ones that run. We're not supposed to be the ones that hide. We're not going to put our light under a basket. We're going to let it shine in the entire world. Hey, folks, I don't have a lot of time. I'm going to have to wrap this up real quick, but let me just say this now. Again, I want to say thank you to the folks that came alongside to help us produce the Now is the Time series. I want to say thanks to the folks that help us produce the Time Will Tell series. And I want to say thanks in advance to those of you that are going to go to the projects page. You're going to see one of 3 or 4 things that you can actually support, that you will believe in. And just like you've seen the fruit of what we've done in the past, you're going to see the fruit of what we're doing in the future. The message is going throughout the world, and you get a chance at the ground level to be a part of it. I am humbled by all those people that have supported us, and I'm excited about what's happening in the future. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to wrap this short podcast up. Remember, don't forget, go to iTunes, search for the BFA audio blog. You'll get a chance to become a subscriber. And this weekend, we're really going to be promoting this weekend. So what I want you to do is this. When you see the video, share it. Share it every chance you get to share it, because we want the world to wake up. We want people to see what is happening so that we as the people of God would and could have a response. Now, again, only one piece of the revelation. There's so much more to share, but that takes time. It takes resources. It takes prayer. It takes favor. It takes open doors. So if there's not anything else, let's see here. Is there anything else? Let me just see if there's anything else the Keymaker's got to say. I don't see he's got anything to say to me. So what we're going to do is we're going to wrap this up. Anything else to say, Keymaker? You have any? You want to? Yeah. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. You know, he's supposed to be specific. This is what makes him so good. He's the Keymaker. He makes keys. The keys to open doors. If the key doesn't fit, it doesn't open. So he says you got to go to Biblical Foundations Academy for iTunes and search for it there, and you will get a chance to be a part of subscribing to our audio blog. Again, folks, pray for me over here. I'm praying for you while I'm here. It's an amazing experience to be amongst the people of God in the land. And of course, the place where the scriptures come alive in a way like no other time. Again, I appreciate you so much for listening. You keep listening, you keep watching, you keep reading, and we will keep working.